What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Bless, and today we're going to be doing some console settings here in Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 Season 5 Reloaded, and moving on to Season 6 very soon, and Modern Warfare 3. So I hope you guys are excited for this, and I want to do like a good change real quick because I know I haven't done one of these videos in months, and I want to do like a quick update on what I use and possibly something that can help you guys out there, because I know a lot of you guys don't have time for Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2, so this is going to be great for your video for you guys, so stick with me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the content. Let's get on into it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into today's video. I think the controller settings is where we're gonna start off at. And I was already messing with this before we even started, so bear with me on this. But we're gonna start with the inputs, you know, aiming. We're gonna do like all the way down. So bear with me on this, and hopefully you guys enjoy today's video, like I was saying. But for edit button layouts, bumper pings, stick layout, this is personal preference, honestly. So for me personally, I like, you know, default, but there's a lot of players out there who like Southpaw or Legacy Southpaw, etc. Again, you guys, everyone's different, you know, controllers are different, you know, things like that. But for me personally, I think a lot of people can agree that we are just default players. So I think sticking with default might be better. But again, you can play with any of these and see what you like. So that's personal preference though. Controller vibration. If you guys want to turn this off, you can. But for me, I like playing with the controller vibration on. I don't know why. It just feels good for this. I don't know. I feel like my shots are just off when the controller vibration is not there. So I don't know. You can turn this off. You can turn this on. A lot of people say turn this off, but it's really up to you. But for me, I like it on. So I'm just gonna go with that. We got controller vibration intensity. You don't need to mess with that. Doesn't really matter, honestly. So that doesn't matter. So don't even worry about that. Horizontal and vertical sensitivity. This is something like I've been like working with for like the past like 4 months on sensitivity and what's been working best for me. And I think 7.5 was my sweet spot. This is something you really don't want to copy because again, this is personal preference, because some of you guys out there might be like 20 sensitivity. Some of y'all might be less than 10 or less than 5. Like there's a lot of people out there who plays Warzone differently, but you're going to play around with this. I would probably say start off with like 6.6 and then work your way up. And if you don't like it, go back down. But for me, I think I like 7.5 just so I can like stay on track when I'm shooting targets or shooting enemies or whatever. So that's just me though. But again, you can play with that one if you want. Sensitivity multiplier. I don't really touch these because this is like vehicles and air vehicles and all that stuff. So you don't need to worry about this one unless you really like vehicles. Vertical aim axis, same thing for this one. You really don't need to touch this either, so I wouldn't worry about that either. Then you got aim down sight behavior. I would recommend you guys leave this on hold because you don't want to like tap just to aim it and then tap to aim out of it. So I would definitely just say leave this on hold. Trust me, because there's some players out there, I'm sure, that uses toggle or tap or whatever, and you don't want to do that. So I would definitely recommend that you just keep this on hold, especially when you're aiming down when you're trying to aim down sight on somebody. Change zoom, shared input. I would probably leave this at sprint, tactical sprint, focus. I mean, you can read what it says in the description, but it's just the best way to do it. But I don't really mess with this, like I said, but I've always had this on since Warzone 1. So yeah, that's pretty much it though. Automatic tac sprint. I've heard Reed Boy talk about this not too long ago, and there's a lot of people out there that says auto sprint is not worth it, and it's 100% not worth it. So I would probably say turn this off or go automatic tac sprint. And what automatic tac sprint does, it's just automatically, your character just automatically starts moving, like just running. You don't got to like press down on your sticks or anything. You don't want to damage your controller or whatever. But if you like continuously pressing on the button, you can turn it off. But if you want to just like let your character just run automatically, I would say automatic tactical sprint. That's what personally I like, so I kept this on. So it's up to you though, but for me, I recommend you guys turn on automatic tactical sprint. Excuse me, I can't even talk today. Holy crap. Equipment behavior, I will also say hold it, because you don't want to like toggle just to, you know, throw a grenade or throw like a throwing knife or something like that. So you want to just hold it in, you know, you don't want to like just, you know, instantly just start throwing something just by toggling it. So I would say leave this on hold. Same for weapon mount activation. You want to just ADS and just like melee. You don't want to like, you know, you don't want to like pretty much like do like double tap to ADS or double tap to mount or ADS just to mount. You don't want to do that. So I would say leave this at, oops, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why people like changing these things, but again, it's personal preference. But I think a lot of people out there, like 99% of the people, use ADS / melee. So I will say leave this at here. Prioritize, this is very important, especially if you want to pick up loot very quickly, because there's a lot of people out there who still pretty much like hold to pick up items, and you don't want to do that, especially if you're trying to loot quickly to get a gun before somebody else. So I would probably say lead us at prioritize interact, so you can pick up items a lot quicker just by tapping it and moving on instead of just holding it down your controllers or anything like that. So armor plate behavior, I will definitely recommend you guys put this on apply all, so your operators can put on all 3 plates if you get broken by somebody, so you can automatically just have all 3 plates in instead of just doing them one at a time. So apply all 100%, put this on, no questions asked. All right, we're gonna move on to advanced. This might be a long video, by the way, so bear with me on this. Pretty much we got aim assist, and aim assist is cranked to the max to this game, like crank to the max. So I would say definitely turn this on, take advantage of this until Modern Warfare 3 comes out, because I'm sure aim assist is going to be toned down in that game. So we're going to have to take advantage while we have the chance now. So I think we got 2 months left until MW3 releases. So take advantage while you can. Aim assist type. This one's, it used to be Black Ops. Black Ops was the king of aim assist, and it was, my God, the most broken aim assist I think we ever had. So I would say use this, but it's not that anymore. So I would probably say stick to default. Default is probably the best aim assist in the game. Precision and focusing, you can play with any of these aim assists. Like I said, a lot of people are different, so you can play with any of these, but me personally, I think default, and I think a lot of people will also tell you that default might be the best aim assist to touch. And I love making PC players, keyboard and mouse players, upset with this aim assist. If you want to piss off some keyboard and mouse players, turn on aim assist. Trust me, you're gonna like it. But for me, I would say default, or like I said, any of these options, but play with all of them and see which one you like the best. But I think default is the sweet spot. ADS aim assist, turn this on. I don't care what anyone says, turn this on. Again, take advantage. Third person, if you play third person modes, which I'm sure most of you don't, some of y'all probably do, but most of y'all probably don't, you can have this at assist. I would probably say assist. I used to play with this on when, you know, Warzone had like third person mode, which I missed that mode so much. This one right here, oh my God. When I tell you, like, YouTubers and streamers will tell you guys dynamic is the perfect aim response curves. It is like, I don't care, any of these can be great. As long as you play with any, I would recommend you guys play with all 3 of these and see which one works for you. Whatever's the best works for you is the best one for you, in my personal opinion. So for me, I play with all 3 of these, and dynamic is the best one for me. So that's what I'm sticking with. So if you guys want to try dynamic, go for it. But I would recommend all 3 if you're really not that sure. ADS multiplier, I kept this at 1. Instant transition timing at instant. Again, you don't need to really mess with this one. You definitely want to turn this on, especially in Warzone or multiplayer. So leave this on. Dead point, this one's kind of tricky. This one was really tricky. Again, this is one of those you have to like mess on your own to see how much dead zone you get on your controller. You know how when your controller or your character just like leans to the left or leans to the right very slowly? You kind of want to just like play with this a little bit. For me, I had 6.6. You could go lower, because I think the lower your left stick and right stick, the less dead zone you get. But again, you can play with these. But this one's been working for me really well, so I kept it at 0.6, etc., and 0.8 and 0.9. So play with this one a little bit. Tell me what you guys think. But you guys can copy my settings if you want, just to see what it's like for you. But again, I don't recommend you guys copy me, but play with it. Controller orientation, I never really touched this, so I'm not going to really explain that one. Auto move forward, I turned this off. Single tap run, wait, yeah, okay, I was about to say I never really touched these either. Grounded mantle, you definitely want to turn this off, because you don't want to mantle in the middle of a gunfight. That is the worst thing you can do in Warzone 2, so definitely turn this off. Automatic or airborne mantle, definitely be partial. You don't want to have this on or off, but have it partial. You know, if you can, you know, just be safe with this one. So I promise partial is probably going to be the best one. So do that one. Automatic ground mantle, turn this off. Don't care. Don't ask. Just turn it off. It's not worth it in this game. Invert invert, slide, and dive behavior. I would have this at inverted. Again, you can hold it just to slide or tap to dive. It just makes it a whole lot easier. But standard is like the opposite way. You can tap to slide and hold to dive. But for me, I think inverted is just easier for me to do because a lot of people like the dolphin dive more than slide because there's no slide canceling in this game. So I would say inverted is the best way to get around the map quicker, especially with the dolphin dive system and trying to jump off hills and stuff. Dolphin dive is key to this game. So inverted is the way. Plunging underwater, plunge fleet, you can freely swim around all you want. So you can look up and down, especially when you're underwater. So I would say plunge freely. So you don't got to be stuck in that one way. Parachute automatic deploy, turn this off. You don't want to be sitting like freaking Mary Poppins in the air, especially when you're like getting closer to the ground. You're just gonna float the entire way and you can't cut your chute until you get shot out of the air. So turn this off so you can freely control when you get to hit the ground. So turn this off. Sprinting door bash, I definitely want to turn this on. You don't want to be that guy opening doors just like normally. You want to bash through it just to push somebody or get away from somebody. So definitely turn that on. Mantle only, which is like ledge, hang, mantle behavior. Have this at mantle only, but I'm sure a lot of you guys don't mantle. So just to be safe, lead us at mantle only. Sometimes I'll mantle, but not all the time. ADS stick swap, I turn this off. Backpack, I turn this on. Weapon mount at movement exit, leave this on for sure, so you can get off your mount very easily instead of like, you know, holding it pretty much. Weapon mount exit delay, I have this at medium. Again, you don't really need to touch these. I mean, quick C4, y'all don't use C4. Come on, C4 is garbage in this game. But for some reason I have it on, but I don't really mess with C4, so it doesn't really matter. So you can have this on. Vehicle center, I did a short delay. It doesn't really matter. Camera in a position. We got free look and behind vehicles. Definitely, who cares about vehicles? Unless you're in DMZ, then you probably want to mess with this. But if you're playing like a DMZ or whatever, you can have this at free look. So go for it. Give it a shot though. Ping wheel delay, moderate. I don't really mess with those. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the controller though. Dude, why am I keep doing that for some reason? This is keyboard and mouse. We're not going to really go into keyboard and mouse. We're going to go on to graphics. Now, this one's going to be a lot more fun, which I know a lot of people like the bread and the meat and potatoes with this one. So, hey, feel free to stick around if you're still here. We got weapon motion blur. I turn these off. Film grain, turn it off. Depth of field, turn it off. I didn't know what this was at the beginning of the Warzone, but it does help a lot. But you really don't see a difference, so you can turn this on or off. But this one just makes your game looks more sharp and more crisp. So you can have it at 100, but I turn mine down to 90. And again, you really don't really see a huge difference. But if you want to have this on, it shouldn't mess with your game at all, like we did back in Warzone 1, which I heard about. But I have this at 90. You can try 90, or you can go lower. Just play with it around a little bit and see what you like it. I have mine at, for view, 120 hertz refresh rate. I have this on because I want my game to look clean and smooth, especially when I'm playing Warzone 2, because characters in the game are absolute dog crap. So you want to have that on if you have the option to. And I play at 1440p, so it's so much cleaner, trust me. Field of view, this one's really up to you guys, and I know a lot of you guys out there used to play 80 FOV. I am one of those guys who was stuck on that in Warzone 1, and trust me, we finally have that option here in Warzone 2, and I'm sure we're going to have it moving forward. So field of view, I think 100 is the sweet spot. But again, you really don't want to be at 120 because it kind of throws your aim off. They always say that aim assist is stronger with a higher FOV, and that is further from the truth. That is straight cap 100%. I think the sweet spot is between 100 and 105, but if you want to have like a little bit more like surroundings around you, you can do like 115 ish. But if you want to like stay on target with people and like, you know, have bigger targets, like bigger player, like character models in front of you, I would say 100 or 105 is the best sweet spot for you. But I like 100, so I stuck with 100 instead. I used to play at 105, but like again, between 100 and 105 is probably going to be the best way to play Warzone 2. Unless you want to go 120 max and see everything around you, then feel free to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Third person field of view, I don't really play third person anymore since they took it away from Warzone, so you don't really need to mess with this one. Okay, first person camera, third person camera, etc. Turn them all off to at least 50%. If I grinded the multiplayer camo system with these on when I never changed them, and that's why my screen was always shaking through like explosions and stuff, and it'll make you kind of sick. So you kind of want to turn all these off, like turn both of these off to 50%. Trust me, you don't want to get motion sickness from this, so have this at 50%, especially during, you know, explosions and stuff. Brightness, I probably have mine around between 50 and 55. I think that's the sweet spot, but I have it at 53, and there's just, it's whatever, but play between 50 and 55 is probably going to be the best way for you. Eco mode, I heard about this not too long ago. Turn that shit off. It does nothing for your game. Trust me, it's a waste of time. We're going to move on to audio next, and we're going to hit the great spot here. And again, this is one of those personal things, personal preferences, but I'm going to try to help you guys out to see if you guys like this setting or not. I have it at headphone bass boost, so you can do this one for sure. And I think majority of YouTubers and streamers are going to tell you guys that as well, but it depends on your system, if you have a TV or a monitor. But if you're on TV, I say use a TV. If you're on a monitor, I would definitely say headphone bass boost. That's probably going to be your best friend in this game. I have mine at 80 because the reason why I say having a lower master volume on console, I think the lower you go, the easier it is to hear footsteps. And I think 80 is probably the best way for me to hear footsteps in this game. So I think 80 is the best way. You want to have gameplay music, that's up to you. I have mine at 20 because I don't want to hear music in the background as I'm playing. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. And by the way, every update, like season 6 that's coming up very soon, make sure you guys come in here and check your settings again, because for some odd reason, Modern Warfare 2 and Infinity Ward love changing your settings randomly. So you definitely want to come back and check to make sure everything is good. So I'm just letting you guys know that. Dialogue volume, I have mine at 80 so I can hear like hostile in area, watch the skies, like the announcer going off. The effects, I have this at 100 because I want to hear, like, again, gun sounds and grenades and people, footsteps, all that stuff. Voice chat, it's gotten to the point where it's gotten like, there's a lot of people out there with crap mics these days. So I would definitely say you guys should probably want to turn this down a little bit. But if you guys want to hear death comms really loud and make, you know, have a good time, I would probably say stick to around 80 or maybe 90 or some sort. So you guys can try that out too. Cinematic music, 10, you don't need to mess with that. War track volumes, I don't know why I have this on. I'm probably going to change this later because I don't really use music on my vehicles lately. So who cares about that? Voice chat, I have this at on because, again, I want to hear proximity chat. That's the funniest thing in this game, and I love proximity chat, and I hope we continue to get it in the future. Game chat, I have it at all lobby because I want to hear everybody. Last word voice chat, turn this on. This is personal preference. You don't have to copy this, but I love hearing death chat every time I kill somebody or I'm about to kill somebody. It's the best thing ever. Open mic, I don't really talk to people. I just love hearing people. So again, this is personal preference. Blah, 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 blah. You don't need to really mess with any of these. Juggernaut music, turn that crap off. I'm not going to tell you that. Just turn that crap off. And I think there's, wait, am I missing something? We got interface. This one was going to be, this is the last one of the video. So I think this is it right here. Menu text size. Again, I have it at default. I don't really care about large, you know, anything. So you can have that default you want, but it's up to you guys. Text chat 20, you know, language English, depends on your custom. Oh, here's it is. Color customization. And I know a lot of people have a hard time seeing pings, and I know we've seen this, and a lot of people have told you guys this in the beginning of Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. But again, check your settings just in case, because, you know, settings love to change randomly throughout the game's life cycle. So I have mine at these colors. You guys can change these colors and copy these colors if you like. So these are the best colors in my personal opinion, especially if you're playing like a team-based game like Warzone or multiplayer or even single player. You guys can definitely do these, but these are the best colors in my opinion. So definitely copy these if you like. Enjoy that. So subtitles, turn that off. You don't really need to hear any of that. Minimap size, I recommend square so you can see more around the minimap. Hopefully Modern Warfare 3 will have the option for this because I'm happy that red dots are coming back, but I believe that when I see that. Minimap rotation, I turn this off or turn this on for sure. But if you want to leave this off too, you may do that. So that's just me. I like having, like, you know, my minimap running around as I'm, like, you know, doing things. But it's cool though. I like it though. I like it. The horizontal compass, I leave this on because you can have this in comms and all that stuff in Warzone. Crosshairs, this is up to you. I say keep this on. Hit marker visuals, keep this on so you can tell if you're hitting them or not. Damage based on that, leave this on. Player names, that's up to you, but I like full names so I can see who my teammates are, not compared to enemies and all that. So definitely have this at full name. Vehicle HUD, fade away after 5 seconds. Center dot, this is up to y'all. Y'all want to have this on, you can actually change the size of your dot too. So I have mine at the largest so I can keep my dot on the enemy as much as I can, so it's a lot easier for hit your targets. Telemetry, this is up to you guys. I like having all these on so I can see what my pings is, what time it is, packet loss, connect meter, and all that stuff. I would recommend turning all 3 of these on for sure. Gameplay tips, who cares? Tool tips, again, who cares? You don't really need these, but I have these on, just it's whatever. And inverted flash, this one's a new one they added, I think back in season 4. If someone flashes you with a flash grenade, you can change like this. If you wanted like a bright white or like a pitch black, I have mine turned on because I'm tired of getting flashed and it's just pitch white and I get blinded for a second. So this one's very helpful. I say turn this on so you can like lower the the effects of getting flashed, so it's not so damaging to your eyes. But I think that is it though, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure we've covered everything. And again, like I said, I wanted to help you guys with these changes moving forward to season 6 and possibly Modern Warfare 3 in the future. So if you guys love this video, don't forget to drop a like and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more console content just like this. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day in Warzone and start killing it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love. Peace.